Ted Nugent, musician, outdoorsman, proud American, sir. I love the American culture.
And I love you, Carl Higbie. All I can say to you, sir, is ditto, ditto, ditto. And what a great perspective I might bring to the cluster in Dearborn, Michigan, because I was raised hunting river rats and muskrats and coons and possums and skunks and squirrels down on Dearborn Hills Golf Course. And all I can say to the mayor of Dearborn is I'm bringing my band down there at 2 a.m. and I'm going to play the opening guitar like the Wang Dang Sweet Poon Tang and see how he likes that. The bottom line is, Carl, I don't know if I've given it to you in the past, but hereby celebrating 2025 Thanksgiving, you are the swinging T-Rex scrotum daddy of truth, logic, and common sense. Literally everything you say, Carl, I hear every day from the not-so-mean streets of America. I host hunting camps every weekend through the summer and fall, working hard, playing hard Americans, and every truth, logic, and common sense that you just said that you always say on your show represents the heart and soul, the deep convictions, Christianity, Constitution, conservative, conservation. That is the heartbeat of the greatest quality of life in the history of the world, and there's only one American dream, and that's by the great families who execute dedication to this unique experiment in self-government. And yes, those syllables actually came out of the mouth of the author of Wango Tango, because I am in control of my family, and you are part of the majority. But unfortunately, worse than all the horror stories you just articulated is the apathy by the Christian, constitutional, conservative conservationists of America. And until they engage like they did in 2024 in November, hallelujah, that we will still continue this embarrassing time in America. But I believe we are turning the corner. And I give you a lot of credit for that, Carl. Wow. Thank you. I love you, buddy.
Man, dude, look, I love you too, and what you say has always resonated with me quite well. But what bothers me more than anything is, even with all that on the line, with people's culture being vanished and new culture coming in, we still had, I don't know, at least a third of the country not vote.
It's unbelievable. We created Hunter Nation. Everybody should go to hunternation.org. It might sound too simple to be true, but we have proven it. Those 7 swing states, we have millions of hunters that we documented that heretofore had never registered to vote. And if anybody is down to earth, grounded, tuned in to a responsibility, a stewardship, conservation responsibility to God's natural resources, it's the hunting, fishing, and trapping families of America. HunterNation.org. We got a fire under the ass of the apathetic liabilities, because if you don't vote your core values, you're a liability, you're not an asset. Right. We turned them into assets. So everybody watching Uncle Ted and Carl, Uncle Carl, if you don't register to vote and absolutely vote in every election and get everybody at church and school, the deer camp, the bowling alley, the barbecue, at the family engagements, you've got to get everybody in your life to vote, because I believe the vast majority believes in God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, 10 Commandments, the Golden Rule, work ethic, law and order. Carl, we are the beam of positive light, because it is really the apathy that has put us into this place. I know everybody, everywhere I go, people bust their ass to be in the asset column, and if they vote, we win.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there was an interesting statement that came out earlier today, and it goes a long way. I want to go to what we were going to do here. This is like so beyond our American culture. We protect kids. You know, this is not the one right here, but we protect kids, and we've had this Epstein thing going for so long. You know, nobody cared for 4 years under Barack Obama or under Joe Biden. I think Barack Obama was probably doing the strings anyway. Yeah, but nobody cared for so long there. But now they care. And I always say, like, look, guys, we protect our kids here, and we hold those accountable who does this. Now, we've done it. It's going to the president's desk. He's going to sign it. But I want those people in handcuffs who went to that island and did stuff to kids. That's the next step.
Yeah, not only that, but we keep hearing how drag queen story hour is harmless. Well, we have footage of these perverted fat men in pantyhose singing "It Won't Lick Itself" to little boys and girls. Yeah. What kind of devil would think that that is harmless? These people are dangerous. They're perverted. They're evil. And I'm glad I'm a Texan. Now, it's not perfect. We're trying to get Governor Abbott to rein in their Texas Parks and Wildlife that are completely out of control. Governor Abbott, I'll be calling you tomorrow. But at least he's on the right track. And if he stays on the right track and he truly represents the working hard, playing hard families of Texas constitutionally, then we will usher him into his 4th term. But I got to tell you, it's not perfect in Texas. I don't think a lot of them remember the Alamo. But guys like me, you know, Big Mouth, the founding fathers wanted everybody to be just like you and me, to be suspicious of all authority and demand constitutional accountability from our elected employees.
Exactly.
Duh.
Limited government, maximum freedom. Ted Nugent, brother, always a pleasure.
Good hunting. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Independence Day every day.
Yeah, Kwanzaa, too. You forgot that one. All right, coming up, man.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.